Hey, Wonderhussy here, just hanging out under a freeway overpass halfway between Las Vegas and Phoenix. That's right, I'm down in beautiful Arizona, about to hike to a hot spring. I think I'm gonna hike to a hot spring. I'm a little bit unsure of the details on this one. I came here, oh gosh, probably about 5 years ago now for a photo shoot when I was working as a nude model. A photographer hired me to meet him at this campground nearby called Burrow Creek Campground. And then we were gonna hike down this canyon and do photos. And I remember there being a little warm spring along the way that unfortunately I wasn't able to soak in at that time because, well, A, I was there to do a photo shoot, and B, well, there was already somebody else soaking in it. And even though it's been like 5 years, I've been wanting to come back ever since and check it out and go for a little soak. Even though I should note, I think it's only a warm spring, about 100 degrees. And, well, I camped out nearby last night, so it's pretty early in the morning. It's like 9 a.m. and it's pretty chilly. It's November 5th, I think. So, to be honest, 100-degree water doesn't sound all that inviting, but hey, I happen to be here now. This is what it is, and well, by golly, if there's nobody in that hot spring, I'm going in it, 100 degrees or not. Anyway, like I said, I'm parked there under the freeway overpass. I'm pretty sure that's the trailhead to this little warm spring, and as I recall, it's a pretty straightforward hike. You're just kind of going down this canyon following a wash, and I'll be honest, it was kind of tricky to find directions online. I figured out where to park. Like, I remember parking under this bridge, but the trailhead is absolutely not apparent from the parking area. I mean, we need to get down into this wash, and it's pretty far down. So I'm not really sure what the best access is. Yikers! Okay, wow, that was pretty gnarly. I'm not sure if I went the right way or if there's an easier way to get down here, but whatever the case, I kind of just climbed down the cliff face and, well, gosh, now I'm down here in the wash. And I'm pretty sure I just have to follow this wash for about 1.5 miles, and then the little hot spring or warm spring will be on the left. Like I said, I really don't remember too many details about this because it was like 5 years ago, A, and B, well, I was with this photographer and he had been here before, so he was leading the way and I just kind of followed him. And unfortunately, well, when I'm following somebody else, I tend to not pay too close of attention. So part of this is just sort of blindly bushwhacking. But this does seem familiar, and I think I'm on the right path because you can see tire tracks in the sand here, and apparently people can, I mean, I guess you could drive four-wheel drive down here or an ATV or something like that. But I don't want to get stuck in the sand, and I need exercise anyway, so I'm just going to do it on foot. It's supposedly only, I think, 1.5 miles. Although, to be honest, I don't even know how you would get an ATV down here, or a four-wheel drive for that matter, because, gosh, I drove as far as I could. And it seemed like it just dropped off very steeply, like the cliff I climbed down. So, gosh, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I'm kind of out of it today. I didn't sleep that well last night. A and B, well, I'm just in a bad mood because my friggin' Aunt Flo is knocking on my door. Hopefully the soothing mineral waters of Kaiser Warm Spring will be just what I need to set me back to rights again. And I'll come out of this hike feeling like a new woman. We'll see. I mean, dang, you can see there's a set of tire tracks and some fresh burrow turds in it. So I guess the tire tracks can't be that new. Man, I just really hope there's nobody down here right now because it sure would suck to hike all this way and then find the tub occupied. I guess according to one of the websites I was reading, if someone's already soaking in the tub, you're supposed to just sort of sit down a distance away where they can see you, but you know, enough to where they have their privacy. And then that way they'll know somebody else is waiting their turn, and well, I guess in theory they won't stay in too long. But that being said, I did plan for this as best as I could. It's a Thursday morning, 9 a.m. in November. I didn't think this would be a very likely time for anybody to be camping and soaking in a 100-degree warm spring pool. Just a beautiful day to be hiking through the awesome Arizona desert. There's a beautiful saguaro cactus up on the hill there, which is kind of exciting to me because we don't have them where I come from. I'm from the Mojave Desert, and saguaros don't grow up there because it's too cold. I guess it snows too much, so you don't see too many of them. There, you do see a few planted around Las Vegas where I live. Like there's some at the airport, but in the wintertime, whenever they expect a deep freeze, the landscapers have to go out and wrap them in burlap bags to keep them warm, like little blankets. How cute. Wow, once we got away from that freeway overpass, it's really still out here. It's amazing. Feels like we're in the middle of nowhere, which I guess kind of we are. I mean, halfway between Vegas and Phoenix. We're kind of, I guess, just south of the little town of Wickiup, Arizona, which I don't even know if that's a town. It's kind of like a settlement. But there's really not much else around here, so yeah, I guess you could say we're in the middle of nowhere. Oh gosh, this is just beautiful. You know what I mean? Like this canyon, it feels like I'm in a friggin' Louis L'Amour novel. This Arizona desert is just, whew, it's beautiful. Oh wow, yikes, look, a cave. I don't remember that from last time. Well, it's a pretty big cave too. You could actually probably camp out in that overnight if you wanted to. I don't know though, I was pretty cozy in my car last night. But the view from this cave is pretty awesome. I mean, if you did camp in here, this is what you'd be looking out at. Holy heck, gorgeous. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of hiking boot prints. So somebody has hiked down here fairly recently. I'm really hoping I get this place all to myself. Okay, wow, we're really dropping down into this canyon now. Which is all well and good now, but that means on the way back, it's gonna be uphill the whole way. It's so quiet down here. I feel like I should whisper in case somebody's in the hot spring. I mean, holy cow, look at the view coming around this turn. It looks like one of those, what's that guy's name? Remington paintings? The guy who did all those beautiful oil paintings of the American West back in the 1800s. Oh wait, here it is, far out. I was just about to say, I think we're getting close to the hot spring because there's, you can see standing water, but there's the little tub. Look at this. If you know who Huell Hauser is, I always feel like Huell Hauser. Look at this. But I mean, seriously, look at this. Beautiful little gravel-bottomed, rock-lined tub. And the water's coming straight out of the friggin' rock face. Look at that. Wow. Dang, it's like they bored a hole right into the side of the mountain, and that's where the water's coming out. And it's a pretty good flow through because you can see here, it's coming out out of the little wall that they built, and it's running clear down the canyon. Oh, just beautiful. Oh, it looks like there's some kind of little sign here. What does this say? Danger. Active exploration site, do not enter heavy equipment. Oh, it's like something that was at the entrance to a mine or something. That's weird. I wonder how it ended up here. Maybe they put it at the entrance to the canyon just to keep people away from soaking in this hot spring. You know how some locals do? To keep it all to themselves. Although I can't imagine that there's really that many locals around here. You know, like I said, we're pretty far out in the middle of nowhere. Well, that being said, before any locals do arrive, I better drop trow and go for a soak. Actually, before I go for a soak, I did have the presence of mind to bring my infrared thermometer so I can see for myself how cold of water I'm going to be getting into here. Let's see. Ooh, 94, 95. That's not very warm. Okay, yeah, I did kind of get a little hot walking down here, but not that hot. Let me see. It's tepid. It's like, it's around the temperature of amniotic fluid in the womb. It should be quite pleasant, I would think, as long as I stay fully submerged. Well, there's only one way to find out. actually. Might as well be civilized and hang my clothes on this tree here. You know what I mean? Since it's got all kinds of handy little hooks, might as well take advantage of her. All right, going in. Ooh, wow, yeah, it feels pretty good actually. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be nice if it was about 5 degrees hotter, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Ooh, yeah, once you're submerged, it actually feels pretty good. Oh my god, this is actually super friggin' cool. Okay, I'm just gonna lean back against the rock here next to where the water's coming out, and let me just show you what my view is. Okay, first of all, I'm basically submerged in nice warm 95-ish degree water, but then look what I'm looking at. Oh my god, this canyon is so amazing. I guess that continues on farther down towards Burrow Creek, and then this way we're just looking back up canyon at where we hiked from. And like I said, can't really hear any traffic or anything. It's just perfectly still. Well, except for the sound of this water. Hey, people pay good money for apps that play that sound. Yep, it's pretty freaking relaxing down here. Man, I didn't bring a book or anything, and there's no cell signal down here, but now that I think about it, and I forgot my coffee in the car, but I'd love to just have a cup of coffee and read a book, and God, I feel like I could probably stay in this hot spring all day. You know, because it'll probably get warmer later this afternoon, but, well, being the temperature that it is, it'd keep your body temp regulated pretty well. It's just so friggin' peaceful. It's kind of nice that it's so shallow. It's only about, I don't know, 10 inches deep. Sometimes 10 inches is all you need. Man, this is the life. See how hot the water is coming out of the source. Hopefully this doesn't seem rude. But oh my god, it goes all the way back in, and you can feel a pipe in there. There's actually a pipe set into the side of the mountain. Interesting. Probably can't see it in there. God, I feel like an equine veterinarian trying to deliver a breech position foal. Well, now I can say I've really gotten in touch with Mother Nature. The only downside to this hot spring is, well, you know, you are parked right under the freeway, and I can't imagine that many people get off the freeway there, but I am still kind of worried because I got a lot of expensive gear in my car. So I don't want to stay down here too long, unfortunately. And besides, I'm on my way back home to Vegas, but only for a quick overnight stop. I'm actually leaving again in the morning to go to another hot spring. I've got a busy schedule. I'm on a busy hot spring itinerary, which unfortunately means I can't stay here at this awesome Kaiser warm spring all day. All right, well, as much as I've enjoyed soaking in this peaceful little spring, unfortunately, I think it's time for me to get out and get dressed and hike back out of here. Man, this would be an awesome spring to camp out at, though, you know? Assuming you could, there's got to be some other four-wheel drive road down here that I missed, because parts of the trail were pretty hard packed, so even my rig could have made it down here. And I can't imagine very many nicer places to camp out for a day or 3. Well, okie dokie. Time to say goodbye to this cute little hot spring. But I will definitely be back. Now that I more or less know how to park and hike down here. I still got to figure out a better way to scramble up that cliff face when I get to the end. But hey, all things considered, pretty straightforward hike with a very nice reward at the end. Made it back to the old freeway overpass. Now I just have to figure out which is the best way to scramble up this dang embankment. I mean, surely there's a better way than the way I came down. I don't know, I guess it doesn't look as steep from below as it did from up top. Looks like there's some kind of little trail here I'll take. Okay, yeah, this was a lot easier going back up than it was coming down. I don't know how I missed this, but it's pretty evident that there's a little trail that kind of winds down and climbs down into the wash right here. So it's pretty easy to get back up. Oh well, now I know for next time. And like I said, there will definitely be a next time. Well, I guess I shouldn't say anything yet. Let me just see if my car is still there. The windows are intact and all 4 tires haven't been slashed. Oh, there she is. I can see her peeking out from behind that Palo Verde tree. Let's see. Car's still there. Windshield intact. Tires all accounted for. And she's in the shade. Boy, I'd call that a win-win-win. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that was a little bit harder hiking back up than it was hiking down, I'm not gonna lie. And well, because it's later in the day, it's hotter. So make sure you bring plenty of water. Cheers. Hey, guess what? It worked. I really do feel refreshed, rejuvenated, and like a new woman. I feel ready to take on the drive back to Vegas and, well, ready to take on that next hot spring.